Brought to you by Clobrin. What's up, boys? Do a quick one. I had a client cancel, so a little bit of time that I didn't think I had today. So get a little bit in here. Sure, half the time will be spent blocking trolls, but that's okay. Yep. What's up, Parsa? What's up, Go Workout? What's up, David? Thoughts on late novices cutting? As I've said before, I'm not a huge believer in the terms for like novices, intermediates, and elites or whatever. Those are mostly just marketing tools, but it really depends on your goals. If you're super overweight, yeah, you should probably cut a little bit. Don't get stuck in a constant cycle of bulking and cutting, because a lot of people do that and they kind of go nowhere. So, but yeah, definitely not a bad idea. Any plans to max out on Z press? I do not. I'm not sure what the max I ever hit on that. I think I'm not particularly good at them. I think I hit 195 maybe for a single with those, but maximum amount of exercises per day to optimize focus on each lift. It really depends how often you're training, like how many days a week you're training. But let's say you're training 4 days a week. I'd probably say no more than, let's see, probably 5 exercises a day I probably wouldn't go over. Not a whole lot of need. I mean, it really depends what you're training for and everything, but I squat 225 10 times ass to grass, deadlift 315, at least a few reps. Can do like 3-5 reps on 185 on pause bench. Yeah, Savage, it really depends what your body fat and stuff is. If you're super high, not a bad idea to cut. You can still gain strength, but if you're like 15%, I wouldn't cut yet. How do I feel? I feel pretty damn good. This ball patch. No, not yet. Top of my head's pretty good. It's just getting thin here. How's your behind neck press so insane? Lots of pulling, lots of back work. Got a strong back, strong rear delts. What's up, Marco? How's best with DOMs? Moving around, training a little bit. Hot tub can help. Sauna, going on long walks. Walking is probably the best thing you can do for your fitness if no one does. Tips on improving wrist lat mobility. Front squat using the big style grip on the bar. So a lot of it with the front squat actually is thoracic mobility. A lot of people aren't able to maintain thoracic extension throughout the front squats. They kind of end up being here, kind of rounded over. They think that they keep trying to push their elbows up, they're not going to move. So working on thoracic mobility can honestly help a lot. Also, lats and tricep mobility a little bit. Easy drill. Put the bar in front of you, keep it in the rack, pull the weight down so it doesn't move. Just kind of rotate one arm at a time, just go back and forth. And then put on your back and kind of do the same thing. So open up your shoulders and chest a bunch. And then on a foam roller here, kind of do a flex extension, kind of rolling over it. Open up your thoracic spine. Some key things for front squat. If you look at like Olympic weightlifters, for example, when they're catching the front squat, or it's catching the clean, sorry, and they do a front squat up, the elbows aren't super high. They're pretty low actually because they're maintaining thoracic extension. See, good list for boxing. I work on your hip strength a lot, leg power, rotational strength. So making sure your shoulders and chest aren't too far in. There's a lot of internal rotation and stuff, and a lot of chest and delt work. So I make sure keeping everything open, working on mobility a bunch. Anything that's working those really. Honestly, a Jefferson would probably be pretty good for a boxer. My fastest 5K. I wasn't very good in cross country. I mean, I was in varsity and shit, but fuck. In the 17s, I think. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. I'm getting old. Something in the 17s. I think it was low 17s. 1715? 1720? somewhere in there. In terms of body fat, should I cut down for visible abs? I mean, probably. Let's see. Does that look like the calories? Lots of chicken patties, veggies. Just gonna eat the same exact thing every day. Can novices cut? For sure, especially if you're overweight. I wouldn't worry about getting like super ripped abs, but you can definitely cut. Did I ever have long hair? If so, why'd I cut it? Yeah, I used to have hair down to like here-ish when it was at its longest when I was in high school. We shaved it. My whole team, we kind of growing our hair out for cross country, and we all shaved it together, and I donated my hair to Locks of Love. And I just kind of kept it short ever since then. I always had shaggy hair growing up though. Hey, tips for starting Wisconsin method. If you're just hopping into it, I'd hop into a lift you're already mildly comfortable with. Don't just go into something crazy. Maxing out every day, dips every day, sorry. It can be done, for sure. Eric did it. I did it for a very, very short cycle. I didn't push it too far though. The thing we have here to do dips on, it's too wide for my shoulders and it kind of hurts them. Thoughts on concurrent periodization? When done correctly, it can be useful. What are some of your preferred systems or resource for base building for novice? So I have a video, it's called Hierarchy of Movements. That's what I do with all my clients, works really well. Just like, starting from easy stuff, working way up, getting good at easy stuff first. So I watched that video. One thing I teach a lot of beginners is a one-arm push-up because it has a lot of carryover. It kind of teaches full body tension, which a lot of people are really bad at doing, especially that's why most people suck at overhead pressing because they can't generate full body tension. That's a really good way to teach it. So I highly recommend that if you're a beginner, or even if you're not a beginner, learning how to do a one-arm push-up, proper one, feet not 6 feet apart, like relatively close, chest all the way to the ground, all the way back up, not rotating too much, help a lot of your lifts. How far can double progression take you? It really depends where you're at. Many lifters, especially back in the day, used it to great success. I think it works best, honestly, for overhead press. Probably the best way you can push overhead press. Tips on breathing, bracing the front squat. Find it harder to do so while the bar is so close to my neck. So you might have a position wrong, but also taking a couple breaths to inhale. Like when doing exerters, you want to do front squats, you should take, instead of one big breath, you go, and then go. It's got to fill it with 2 breaths. I think that feels easier for me. Få høre litt norsk da. Nei da. Skal bare prate engelsk. See how important are fruit and vegetables vary, especially veggies. Champs and neutral pull-ups feel fine, but regular overhead pull-ups kill my shoulders. So you're probably, when you're doing with a pronated grip, your shoulders are shrugging, you're pulling like this, I bet. So most people have shoulder issues when they're doing them. Fuck, I'm missing a bunch of these. Fuck. Jesus Christ. There we go. Can I make gains squat into a 2-rep max as a novice while cutting? Depends what you define as gains. Strength gains, sure. But pretty much anything works when you're a novice. But the thing is, are you going to be building a base for long-term gains? Why shouldn't beginners max out? I think beginners should max out from time to time, not every day at all, but it's a good confidence builder. I usually have my clients, after they've been training with me for a little while, once I've kind of figured out what lift they're best at, I'll have them max it out. Maybe not an all-out max, but close to. It's a good way to build confidence and show them what they can do. Do I and Alex still have beef? I never had beef. I just don't like con men. He never actually addressed any of the points of my criticism, so I guess you could say yes. I'm starting my buddy on trap bar deadlifts only instead of squats and deadlifts because it's way easier to learn. Thoughts? I usually teach people, I actually prefer teaching a regular deadlift first because it's better at teaching people how to hinge. So I use the race card. I didn't use the race card. On one video, after I put a filter to take away slurs for Jews, homosexuals, and African Americans, or black people in general, I should say, the comments dropped by 120. So, didn't play the race card. People are just racist. Best way to explain triple extension? Honestly, if you're trying to explain it to someone, just show them in slow motion. Favorite YouTube channels for weightlifting advice, information. Bugenhagen, of course, Borough. What else? Westside puts out videos from time to time. I found some other stuff interesting. What else? I don't know, there aren't a whole lot of YouTube channels with very good advice, honestly. Philosophy on nutrition, you're a big guy and some people are afraid to eat more. Find out what your total daily energy expenditure is. If you're trying to get big, eat over maintenance. Trying to lose weight, eat like a halfway normal adult. Get protein, carbs, and fat. Try to be relatively consistent with your diet, it'll be fine. People overcomplicate diet way too much. Hierarchy of deadlifts. So sometimes I'll have people start with a back extension, just kind of teach them how to hinge if they have like really bad body control, but typically it starts with a conventional deadlift. Can I squat every day after doing a more bodybuilding type of training? Should I still include accessories? Yeah, you definitely can with squatting every day. Assuming you're doing it actual Bulgarian style, working up to like a daily max, you can definitely add accessories. 1 month of rest, do I approve? I wouldn't do that personally. Unless you have some good reason. Going to do legs, may I have your blessing? You have my blessing, Zik N. That's true. How does it feel to be hated by the most jacked humans in the world who have no content on their channels? It hurts. I've been crying quite a bit. Lots of crying. Been really dehydrated because of it. I do Bulgarian split squats as a warm-up, but I don't know if it'll affect me negatively to add. If you're actually going to push those, I do them probably as a accessory. On your opinion in caps on back injuries caused by squat and deadlifts. Most likely got hurt because your technique was bad and you're weak. So. Let's see, if I'm swapping from pressing every other day and doing rows 1 week, okay, so pressing in rows every other day, then deadlifts the next week, then deadlifts the next, to doing deadlifts once a week, what? Oh, just deadlifting once a week? Used to film this, okay, I think I see what you're saying. So you're deadlifting, but then you're doing like alternating, but you don't have other deadlift days. I'll probably do some single leg work. Keep yourself healthy and strong. How dishonest is calling it behind the back deadlift a pull off the floor? I mean, it technically is a pull off the floor, but implying that it's a normal deadlift is quite dishonest. Do I think swimming is the best cardio? I don't think there really is a best cardio. It's definitely good. I think maybe cross-country skiing probably recruits the most muscle. Rowing's good too. I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. What should I do tonight? Do some mobility. Don't go too hard. Just kind of work a couple of different movements. Kind of work every little part of your body. Not too hard. That's it. Would you say Alpha Destiny has a better grip than you? I have to see him actually do something that requires grip on a straight bar, so it's hard to tell. Spike Spiegel. You mentioned you live in Norway. Do I speak Norsk? Yes, I do. I did like 5 minutes ago. I spoke a little Norwegian. Haven't been able to practice much. Been gone about a year and a half now. Don't really want to practice with anymore. So my Norwegian's definitely getting worse, which sucks. Collab with Not Strong Enough. We technically do have a collab. He's in the beginning of one of my videos. Erectors ever the weak link. I always hear the glutes or abs. I mean, it depends on what, but yeah, most people have really fucking weak erectors, which is why they're tiny. Should beginners do Jefferson deadlifts? They can fuck around with them a little bit, but that shouldn't be their main movement, probably. Let's see. If you have problems locking out the conventional deadlift, is it weak erectors, glutes, or what? It can be a multitude of things. A lot of it's technique issues. If you're pulling with a rounded back, that's definitely going to be an issue locking out. It's probably erector strength then. If you pull with a straight back, it's probably your glutes. It kind of depends on how you pull. Your leverages a little bit too. But doing rack pulls above the knees isn't going to help it. I'm gonna, let's see, how do I put that guy in time? Oops, shit, no, wrong button. Ah, fuck. That's fucked up. There we go. Put user in timeout. Alright. What do you drink after an alcohol every night so you can have a decent workout? I've been thinking isotonic drinks and probably something carb heavy. Usually get a Pedialyte. If you're not in the US, it's basically like a drink for babies. It has a bunch of like, zinc and other shit in it. Basically like glorified Gatorade. Then usually some kind of like bacon chicken sandwich when I wake up. Usually good to go. So pre-workout or coffee. And then just kind of like, once you get warmed up, you usually feel fine. Is it possible to go from a 205 bench to 315 bench in a year? Definitely. 315 bench isn't even that good. I am going to swap from doing pressing and rows 1 week and deadlifts and presses the next to doing deadlifts once a week. How should I feel in those deadlift days? Since I'm something. I'd probably, like I said, doing some like single leg movement on those days. Single leg deadlifts could be good. Some back extensions. Does strong front squat equal good posture? Not necessarily. Strength gains come so slow. Even as a novice, I can't improve my dead 5 pounds past 300. I don't know what to do. Your volume might be too low, potentially too high. Probably not eating enough, I'd assume. 300-pound deadlift, you should be able to push past that pretty easily. So I assume you're not eating enough, have technique issues, or something. If you could pick one exercise and it had to be a deadlift variant to get maximum gains, assume that the person doing it have enough mobility flexibility. Has to be a deadlift variant, pick one, conventional deadlift. Don't try once a week deadlifting for safety. Thoughts on Sam Ernle's transcendent method? Who the fuck is Sam Ernle? Welcome, Connor. Why did I move back? I missed watching real football, basketball, and baseball. I never planned on staying in Norway forever. I grew up in the US, so I just kind of missed it, honestly. How many total reps do you get in a week on a lift you're trying to improve when doing Wisconsin method? I mean, it kind of depends what movement. It's a bigger movement, like some kind of deadlift variation. You're probably doing more warm-up sets. So if it's like a lighter thing, like it's just like dumbbell bench, you're probably not doing as many warm-up sets just because like the total weight's not as much. So it really depends on the movement. Bigger movements, more. But a decent amount of reps, actually. Very submaximal, most of them, but you're offended. I don't think you're hardcore. I don't think really hardly anyone's hardcore. I don't think I'm hardcore. My lower back rounds are conventional when I reach 90% plus. I do a fuck ton of weighted back extensions and planks. What can be the problem? Stay at less than 9%. So honestly, you might be yanking the bar. Just slowing things down, taking slack out of the bar helps a lot of people. Getting better drive off the floor, stronger upper mid back. So getting better like rows and stuff. Pen lay rows would probably help you. Best exercise for lower and mid traps. There really isn't the best exercise, but Yates rows are pretty good. Should I do? I'm not sure if I'm early mini or I could still benefit from linear progression. So like I said earlier, I don't really think those terms mean anything. They're just marketing tools. But weight trap bar deadlifts progress so fast. Easy to recover from. Digital porn, what should I do? Unplug your internet. What's up, Caden? What's up, Mirai Pro 1? My boy. Doing 10 by 10 on volume days for deadlift, that's not very smart. Good job. I have one, my client canceled, which is why I'm doing this. Let's see. When's the last time you are a vegetable? Ate a vegetable? I eat them every day. Usually make some smoothies with them. Tastes like shit, but makes it easier to eat. Still no, you keep gaining fat but no strength. Are you doing starting strength and go mad by chance? Yeah, those Von Moger rows feel really good. I'm a big fan. Favorite soccer team? Don't give a shit about soccer. U.S. national team, I guess. I think soccer's boring as fuck, to be honest. Sorry to offend all you Europeans and South Americans. Athenex says the leg curl causes lower back strain. Do you agree? No, you're a fucking idiot and weak as shit for causing back strain or doing it like the fucking idiot. Do the calves stand a chance? Nope. Unless LeBron fucking starts putting up like 80 a game and everyone else like doubles what they're scoring. To watch UFC? A little bit. From time to time, I don't really follow it that much though. Why did you shit on Sam? Isn't he just a noob? I was only shitting on him. I just don't like it when beginners start naming things after themselves. Overhead press rep range in Wisconsin method. Probably go between like 3 and 5. Yeah. Sorry. Best non-gimmicky, more than one dick length ROM movement for upper back gains. Like I said a little bit ago, Yates rows are great. Any kind of bent over row, inverted rows. Over a press, honestly, shrugs are great. Sorry, Flappa. Is the lat pull down useless? Definitely not. It's quite good, actually. I seem depressed. I'm pretty happy. I've had a really good weekend, actually. Just tired. Didn't sleep much last night. It's up to like 4 a.m. with some chick. I'm a little tired. Can I win on pull up? No, I'm above average height and have legs, so. Other people do rack pulls above the knee, bad people. No, just wayward. What do you think about Andrew Colera's 650-pound raw bench press, no straps, suit, or singlet? That's pretty fucking crazy. I'm a big fan of Swim Hack. Check out his YouTube channel. He has, as far as I know, the heaviest raw bench currently. I think he hit 670 something. Just insane. How was God of War? One of the best games I've ever played. Top 5 easily, probably top 3. Absolutely amazing. I always lift with a rounded back. Would flat back help me go from 500 to 600 quicker or at all? Really depends. A lot of people, if they're used to pulling rounded back, switch to flat back. Usually takes a while to get back up to where the rounded back is. You'll probably notice you're much weaker off the floor. So, what's up, Gene? Do I watch The Walking Dead? I do not. I watched it the first season, but I watched the second season too, but it just started getting really like nothing ever happened in the episode. It's kind of the same thing that started happening in Lost. Y'all remember that? That's what I do swear quite a bit. I should stop. I think I've given my opinion on Alpha Destiny. Well, he hasn't given his opinion on any of my critiques, which is I think incline bench increases flat bench on my plateau. Might help. Kind of forgotten thing no one does anymore. No one does flies anymore, and they can help your bench quite a bit. People swear to be more honest. Interesting. I never heard that. Think about fat bar training can definitely be useful. What's up, Ishmael? Just me, or my only one lets my son ride a motorcycle. It depends how old your son is. I love it to you guys. I'm an advocate of 5-3-1 and all its variations. I wouldn't say all of its variations. Certain variations of 5-3-1, certainly. Just keep referring to 5-3-1 as a program. It's not. It's a methodology. So stop calling it Wisconsin method. Why shouldn't I call it Wisconsin method? It's not actually Bulgarian light, and it's not Bulgarian, so I can call it whatever the fuck I want. Do you think the fitness pendulum is swinging from odd lifts to conventional training? I don't know. Odd lifts kind of been played out because a bunch of people misunderstood and misrepresented them. So a lot of beginners start doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, like Zercher deadlifts. So hopefully, I mean, suddenly people were like, oh, no one can get strong doing conventional. Conventional can't get you strong. Fucking bullshit. Tell it to fucking Pete Rubish. You play Dark Soldier Master? Thought about it. Thought about buying it. That's my Blaha trains. I don't really follow Blaha. I've been told he's doing Bulgarian style, which is good for him. So yeah, hopefully it works well for him. Yep. Bar crash on clean is the best thing in the world. What about that? What would you do if you are working out and suddenly see Nether Beast blasting weights, making animal noises in his dirty shirt in your gym? Probably run. Dude seems pretty fucking crazy, honestly. I wouldn't fight that guy. Probably on fucking bath salts or some shit. Barbell hip thrust for glutes or barbell Bulgarian split squats for glutes. I'd say split squats have a lot more carryover stuff. Unless you're a sprinter, then you might want to be doing some hip thrusts. What's up, dude from Greece? Done some Olympic lifts. I think they're great. And if you want to learn them, you should get a coach. Do you have a template out for Wisconsin? It's not really a template. There's a video on my channel. It's how to do Wisconsin method, I think it's called. Explains it. Here comes the trolls. Here come the trolls. Time out. Is the program coming out? Still working on it. Don't speak Spanish or Portuguese, whatever that is. I've been playing volleyball in the sun for 5 hours before a PR attempt to warm up. I think it works pretty well, honestly. That'd be a great workout, playing volleyball or warm up. Can floor presses build almost similar muscle development than a bench press, even if it's a partial lift due to my probably not. You're not getting the same range of motion. Maybe the same for triceps, but yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Quit talking about fucking Alpha Destiny. What do I dislike about in 10 seconds? No qualifications, lies about his age, lies about lifts. The best is dishonest about lifts. His program's garbage, steals ideas and markets them as his own. Done. That's about 10 seconds. No more Alpha Destiny talk, though, please. I wanted my chest to grow, but I prefer doing floor presses, so I do not know if I'm shortchanging my... I mean, probably slightly, if you're talking about muscular development. But I want to try some floor flies. I like them quite a bit. Couldn't lift anymore. What would I do? Probably music full time. Push press rep range Wisconsin. I don't know, probably singles. I wouldn't really do those Wisconsin method though. If I try coffee enemas, no, I'm not an idiot. How do you barbell floor press without a rack? So you can actually roll it onto you. It's a pull over and press. Take some technique. You're not gonna be able to move as much, but it's definitely doable. Whenever I pull conventional, I feel slight lower back pain the next day. With semi-sumo, I don't. Should I therefore switch to semi-sumo? You can definitely, certainly can up your SI joint. Champ, thanks, Jonathan. How many alpha? How many trolls have there been? Not too many. I put a couple in timeout, but how to incorporate weighted chins with a novice routine with a bunch of rowing. I do the chins first and then the rowing. Teach them as the main movement though. Doesn't use a hook grip for deadlift. This works well for a lot of people. 5-3-1 better than 2x5. It depends what variation of 5-3-1 you're doing, but yes, it certainly can be. Doesn't matter my entire life. Am I allowed to headbang while training? Go for it. As long as it comes naturally, don't force it, which is kind of the point of one video I made. Strong weighted dip versus strong bench for chest gains. Hard to say, it depends on the person. Pretty close probably though. Why should people listen to me over Thrall? I have an actual education that's related to training. I am good at, we'll say 100 lifts, and he's mediocre at 3. So I don't think starting strength is a good program. No. Recently started doing one arm overhead press. Was a decent strength standard for this. Haven't seen many people doing it apart from Eric and Keenan Body. Are you doing a dumbbell one, I'm assuming? Not like a spear press, whatever it's called. Javelin press. Sorry. Let's check what time it is. Sorry. 15 more minutes. Ooh, a Tinder match. There we go. Nice. Not bad. Sorry, where was I? One arm. What's a good? I'd say if you're hitting like 40% of your barbell, it'd be pretty damn good. Alright, man. Okay, medal for strength gains. I never actually said he's weak. I said he's weak for the fact that he had trained professionally and has been training for that long. So, why did I post my ass on Reddit? So I could post on Fitness Circle Jerk. You gotta post your ass. It's a pretty nice ass too, if I do say so myself. It's a little bigger now. Should post a new one probably. Thoughts on giant sets with antagonist and muscle groups? Not a bad idea. No, Brian Alsford does a lot of that kind of stuff. Do you want to train people forever? That'd be pretty awesome. Oh, Punch Muffin, you're so original. Explain what I do for a living. I train people for a living. Dylan. I don't thought I was a lower score than half of the team division at my state champs meet. Yeah, he's definitely put on quite a bit of hefty weight recently to hit that bench PR. Okay, medal for strength gains. It's getting annoying. Timeout. Thoughts on 20 rep squat scheme and its carry over 1 rep max. People certainly make gains on it. A lot of the 1 rep max gains are probably going to come from increased muscle mass. Let's see. Let's speak Greek, man. Sorry. Are you in Darren? I don't know what Darren is. Delvin Darien, are you trying to say? It's a place in Wisconsin. No, I'm not. Flinkern press, what angle do you recommend for optimal upper chest? Oh, I don't fucking know. Pound for pound is the ultimate manlet excuse. Get stronger. Yep. I have 2 bachelors. I have a kinesiology degree and a political science degree. Sorry, only views. Tinder tips, be good looking, take some good photos or put good photos of yourself, don't have a douchey profile, not that hard. Plus on Greg Knuckles, high frequency programs, I can't say I've read all of them. Doesn't ban the stiff, ban why do you keep these silly fights? I have like 500 videos on my channel, and maybe like 7 or 8 deal with drama. Most of them is jokes about Alan Thrall, and 3 or 4 about Alex were pretty legit, honestly. The grip one I was semi-wrong about, which I apologize for. So it's not really what this channel is. People keep trying to make it seem like all I do is fucking drama videos, but I don't really talk about how much I get paid, but I make good money. So, become a male stripper. Not a bad idea. I'd stay really lean all the time, though. Plus, back to the last one, people, when they're bullshitting and counting people, they should be called out for it. Thanks for helping the last stream. I worked on my SI joint, and mobility and squatting feels great again. You're very welcome, Jonathan. Glad I could help. I'm legit sad that I'm weaker than Thrall, and I'm 100 pounds lighter than him, and probably 10 years younger. Yeah, you're pretty close though, man. Like your lifts are very close to his, and I think you're more than 10 years younger than him. Squat to build a deadlift or deadlift to build a squat? I'd say the first. How much money did Ned lose leaving YouTube? Probably a majority of his income. It didn't look like he worked. Would you go on TRT when you're older? Potentially. If my testosterone drops so much and I notice I don't know. Lack of testosterone hasn't seemed to affect any other males in my family. My dad and grandpas or anything, so that's weird. But maybe. And Joe Rogan's a big proponent of it. Difference between Wisconsin meth and Bulgarian light. It's basically the same thing. Just kind of misnomer calling it Bulgarian light because you do odd lifts and switch pretty frequently. Compound movements with progressive overload along with adequate sleep, nutrition, and steroid cycles build muscle? Probably. Sure hope so. Thoughts on SARMs? Potentially dangerous. Semi-legal. Couple more questions. Probably not as effective as real steroids. Yeah, I think the Allen stuff's pretty funny too. People tend to take that way too seriously. Alright, talked about my formal education. Why did you wait? Actually, my video dropped first, so Alan Thrall has a really. I'll give that to him. He has a pretty badass last name. There's a single program I recommend for beginners. Not really. I say usually some variation of 5-3-1 though. Do some reading. See what you think will work best for you. Works for your time constraints, stuff like that. I don't even get new shoes to relearn the deadlift. It's got deadlift shoeless, bro. Shows your physique, not yet. Especially on the live stream. Gotta get that optimal, not natty lighting. Our horse stall mats and plywood with a couple bumpers adequate for not ruining a floor with deadlifts? Probably. It's like concrete. Depending on optimal time for training, whatever you can be most consistent with. Does creatine help you on my lifts? I've taken creatine in the past, I'm taking it now, never really noticed any difference. So we got SI. Look up SI self-adjustments. And then stretch your glutes and hip flexors a bunch. Ever training martial art? Yeah, I would definitely wouldn't mind learning like BJJ or something. It'd be fun. I've noticed pretty decent bench progress from focusing on triceps and chest secondary. Definitely a good idea. A lot of people weak triceps. Again, I have 500 something videos, I think, and like 7 or 8 deal with drama. Like half of those are just jokes. And still, I gotta listen better. Yep, Rebecca, I'll teach you the issue. Glad it worked for you. Oh my god. Don't be a douche. I did some rows like twice last week. So nobody important. I didn't know pen lay rows for isolation. That's a new one. Good bench, trash overhead press. Probably weak back. Don't work on overhead press enough. Bad at full body tension. Do I think squatting the same day? Sure. So push ups don't work well with Wisconsin. Too much technique involved. That was like a super technique driven lift, but still. Alright, I got like 3 more minutes, a couple more questions, guys. Not to get back to work. We find to drop bench press entirely in favor of overhead press with a basic strength program like 531 or Gray Skull? Sure. Snackar norsk, ja. Det kan jeg. What's your best vertical? I don't know. I don't measure my vertical. It's not like a thing I do very frequently. Say front squatting 475 pounds is a sign of gains. I agree. Listen, deadlift in Wisconsin method doesn't work well with conventional. Works slightly better with sumo, but not well. Oh my god. Alright, Bram, you're just a fucking loser. Time out. There's no template for Wisconsin method. There's a video on how to do it on my channel called How to Wisconsin Method. How to colon, I believe, is Wisconsin method. Wear as many tight pants as you want on Annihilator. But face pulls can be useful. The nicotine is a pre-workout. I haven't tried it. Jeg er ikke så god på svensk. Jeg kan litt svorsk, da. Let's try lifting whilst high on weed. I've tried it a few times. I didn't really enjoy it. What's up, Ultra, my man? You uploaded videos of your jaded deadlifts. Do you do them every day? Yeah, I did. When I upload stuff, that's the stuff I did that day. Every time I'd upload stuff, it's that day. Brand of coffee is used. I rotate quite a bit. Best jeans, I buy stretchy Levi's. It's a 541 fit, I believe. Someone's ear listening to you switch between Norwegian and American. American Sign Language, but yes, thank you. Have I tried Valhalla Java blend from Death Wish? I have not. Yeah, I'm not too bad at switching, actually. If I'm gonna say like a halfway complicated sentence, I need to say a few in a row to like start thinking Norwegian, but I need to go, guys. It's been fun. I'll see you all next Tuesday, most likely. Love you all. Maybe we'll get this video to 200 dislikes. 300 maybe 1,000. Love you all. Drink a lot of water. It's hot out now, so. Sorry, quick one. Gotta go back to work. See you.